So basically, you know, exhausting. We're on the road for 9 days, and maybe it's that. We're on the road for 9 days, and you know, a lot to do. It's the RNC, obviously the Jacob Blake story. So it's not like we were going to be taking any time off, really. So we go to the coronavirus testing area, which was...
We have the hospital bracelets to prove it.
In itself was quite something. Not the best. Not the best. So basically we are at the testing place, which we'll get to later, because if your goal is to safely test people, this place,
oh my lordy,
maybe not the best.
No.
Maybe not the best testing kind of place. Way too many people in the waiting area. They're like doing promotional pictures with patients, which is probably some scam Governor Cuomo is doing.
It is. They're giving away free Yankees gear.
Right. They were giving away free Yankees shirts and gear. So basically, we get out of the COVID testing place. We're walking to the corner to try to get an Uber, and you take it from here.
Yeah, so we were, as Jordan said, we were walking to get an Uber, and all of a sudden, you know, that there was a bus to the left of us, and it was parked, and we hear and see this man yelling at the bus driver. The bus driver was black, and the guy was yelling things like Black Lives Matter is destroying the city, and he was screaming other racist stuff. So I got my phone out and started filming him, and he did not like that I was filming him. So he lunged at me and snatched my phone, you know, so it was obviously really scary, like having this guy all of a sudden lunge at you. And then so he grabbed my phone, threw it halfway across the street. So my instinct was like, I'm gonna run and go get my phone. Traffic was parked, like my phone's in the middle of the road. I'm trying to get to my phone before this crazy guy does, this crazy racist, and I fell. And so I have some injuries from that for sure. Got the wind knocked out of me, and my left hand really hurts. Like I'm scraped up on my knees and my arm and everywhere. And the guy happened to get to the phone first, so he grabbed it. He ran down the street. Jordan took off after him. These really amazing Good Samaritans were, with very, very heavy New York accents, we're like, what, you know, where'd he go? Let's go jump him. So about 3 or 4 guys took off after him with Jordan too. And then I was like standing there stunned. I finally, actually, a nice woman who, I guess had seen what happened, came over and was like, you know, come on, get up, because there were cars. And she helped me up, helped me collect my belongings because my stuff fell out of my purse. And she was so sweet and stayed with me. We walked over to where Jordan and the other gentleman were trying to find the guy. The guy had left, like he kind of disappeared after he ran down to the next block. And the woman who was with me, though, she just kept saying, like, you know, don't worry about people like that, and she kept trying to make sure I was okay. And yeah, before she left, she was like, I want to give you a hug. She was a black woman, and yeah, I don't know. I was really disoriented and kind of out of it and stunned. So Jordan called the police, who very quickly...
Arlene getting us started in the super chats. I want
you,
floods of super chats, pity chats for Jenn and Status Coup.
Thank you, Arlene. It really means a lot. So yeah, it was. I was stunned. Jordan called the police, described what happened. They responded quickly, and I don't know, like 3 or 4.
There was like
cars?
6 police officers.
Well, I mean cars.
Oh, cars.
And
yeah.
then police like poured out into the street and stuff and asked what had happened. You know, try to get details from us and from what we could remember of what the guy looked like and all of that and exactly what happened. They asked some of the bystanders what had happened. So finally they took out one of their phones, I guess. I don't know if it's a phone they have for this purpose. And they had me enter in my Apple account information. And they were able to locate my phone from that, and therefore the guy who had stolen my phone. So they had us get into the back of a police car and...
Wait. Say no more. In the back of a police car for innocent purposes. How you feeling?
I'm pretty shaken up. I don't know if I should explain what happened or...
Pull that out again. Yep. Jenn dies 2 for 2 this year. So that was the back of the police car.
Yeah, the back of the police car. So, my phone, I think that was mine. So my phone is strangely ringing. I'll show you guys my phone in a second. It's so weird that it's still ringing, even though it's completely destroyed. So the cops had us get into the back of the car. Other cops found this guy based on like geolocation of my phone. And so the cops had us looking out the window to identify the guy. And we both, as soon as we saw him, like, that's the guy, that's the guy. So they got him, they took him to the police station, tossed him in the slammer, drove us to the police station. We gave our accounts. They put a detective on the case. And, in the end told us that he was charged with theft and trespassing. But I think one striking moment that I find just kind of cool and interesting was one of the black officers. He was like the supervisor of the group of police, I guess. And he came over and he just wanted to make sure I was okay. And what did he say? He was like, thank you for your bravery and just because he knew that the reason that we were filming and the reason we got attacked is because we were filming a racist who was screaming racist things at a black person. So it was kind of a moment of like, oh wow, like it was a really special moment, I guess.
So basically we are leaving the COVID testing and we were going to get an Uber. And I see a guy, we both saw the guy. Basically, I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly what he said. But there was a bus parked, and he was screaming something at the bus driver. And I heard him say, this is why Black Lives Matter is ruining the city. Mm-hmm. And the bus driver was black. Mm-hmm. And he started saying some other clearly racist stuff against the black bus driver. So Jenn pulled out her phone and started filming, and I, with Jenn, went up to the guy and said, "What was that you were saying about black people?" Because we didn't get what he was saying. We heard what he was saying and then started filming. So right after we went up to him and he saw her filming, that's when he kind of looked at Jenn, and everything kind of right away changed. And he says, something, I'm paraphrasing, it all happened very quickly, but something like, you're not going to film me. And he lunged at her and took the phone. Then he threw the phone very hard into the street, and Jenn went after her phone. And when you went after your phone, you tripped, and that's where the bruises came. Mm-hmm. Even though some of them might have come from him lunging at you.
He definitely lunged at me in like a really scary way and pushed me, and like, it was scary. It really was.
Right. So as myself and somebody else helped her up, the guy ran across the street the other way. So I ran to try and get him because I wanted to get her phone back. And I lost him, so I don't know. There was another bus on this block, so I don't know if he got on the bus. He might have went into the subway, and that's when I called the police because honestly, we could say abolish the police, this and that. I think you need some protection in society. I think it needs to be radically overhauled, right? You're not going to call like, you're not going to call, justice of the peace if somebody attacks you, steals your phone. By the way, a racist, so God knows, how violent he is. So, obviously we were going to call the police. I will say, this is kind of a double-edged comment, I guess you would say. But the police were extremely nice and pleasant to us.
Very nice.
I don't know if people of a different complexion would have been treated as well.
Right.
Pretty much from when they got there to we got in the car with them to try and find him, which we did find him because they tracked down your phone using your iCloud or whatever. I still don't really get what that means. And we saw when we arrived and they asked, "Is that the guy?" And we said yes. We actually heard him kind of complaining to the cops. What did he say? What did I do?
What did I do?
What did I do? I'm just a racist screaming racial slurs at a black bus driver. And then when we started filming, I attacked the woman and stole the phone and destroyed the phone and then ran away with the phone. The phone is destroyed. I mean, if you want to.
Yeah. Here, you hold it up.
So that's the second phone in 4 months.
It's 2 parts, so 2 pieces.
So that is the remnants of Jenn's phone. Hope you enjoyed that last video. Hop on over to statuscoup.com where you can sign up for our email list and become a member for as low as $5 to $10 a month. Membership is how we grow. That's statuscoup.com/join. And remember, join our email list so we can grow the revolution with you.